In this next topic, we talk about new Teslas a lot, but let's shift electronic gears to the used side. Let's take a look at to see what is the market value for some of these vehicles. And of course, we'll go over my strategy on how I shop for a used Tesla, what tools I use to get the value of what I should be paying, and much more. And if you're looking for used auction value prices, like let me know, drop it in the chat. We'll take a look at auction values on a specific year, model, and trim. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So here's the first resource to try and figure out some trends. So this is Car Guru's price trends, where we can see all the different models for a Tesla, and you can see prices are still trending downwards. You can see in the last 30 days, Model 3, Model Y, S, even X are all 2 to 4% downwards. 90 days is down almost 10%, but year over year, list retail price is down 35 to 39%, which the biggest one dropping is the Model S. You can go even further by year if you want to see by different years and trims and everything like that. But really, we could take a look at the auction value reports as well. So this is Manheim, which is dealer-to-dealer wholesale auction reports. You can't buy directly from Manheim, but they do report every single sale here. So 2023 Tesla Model Y long range, we've got an auction value of around $44,000. And you can see the actual transaction prices based upon dealers selling wholesale to each other. We can see based upon if we switch it to 2022 long range, you can see the prices are still trending downwards into the mid 30s. So literally this is where the price points, if you're looking to buy a Tesla, especially a used Tesla, I try and target maybe $1,000 to $2,000 higher than wholesale value. So if you're looking to buy a 2022 Tesla Model Y long range, then really you want to be in what, like the $39,000 to maybe $40,000. But the flip side to that is like a brand new Tesla Model Y is what, the $50,490 before fees or anything like that. You got to factor in the $7,500 federal tax credit, which, yes, I get it. You don't get it immediately, but you do file for your taxes next year. And the next year is not that far away from here. Of course, stack that with a Tesla referral code, which is $500 off, like the Tesla referral code down below in the description, and you can save an extra $500 off. And if the payment is still really high without this $7,500 federal tax credit factored in, that's where channel sponsors like Tenet come into play. Tenet, which is a Tesla financing approved partner, allows you to finance your vehicle or finance your Tesla vehicle and get a low monthly payment. They can do this because they work with credit unions and banks to get you the lowest monthly payment. So thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. And definitely check out Tenet down below in the description. But this is usually I want to stick around like minus the $7,500 federal tax credit, and then maybe 10 to 20% lower than that based upon year. But of course, the other flip side is if you don't qualify for the full $7,500 federal tax credit, then used could also be a good value as well. But here's really where I search and how to get the best deal on a used Tesla. First, I go to cargurus.com or cars.com. I use all the different websites, even check out eBay or even Facebook Marketplace. Find vehicles near you. I look specifically for private sellers because dealers usually have a limit on what they can actually sell it for. They usually buy it for a certain price and they have to sell it above that. Dealers usually don't like to take too much of a loss, but private sellers really have every sort of flexibility out there. So I scour the websites, I look for private seller deals, and then once I find a vehicle that I'm interested in, like maybe this 2022 Tesla Model Y Performance with 5,000 miles, I go to this website, which is Car Buyer USA. I plug in the same exact vehicle. I look at what the wholesale value might actually be for the vehicle. So performance, like that was what, 5,000 miles. You can easily click get offer. You can see that the wholesale value is $42,222. So really, I would like to be maybe $1,000 to $2,000 higher than that. So my offer, of course, if I offer that to a dealer, they're not going to accept it. But my offer to a private seller, because they've got more flexibility, I feel like, would be around $44,000 to $45,000, especially if I like the vehicle and especially if there's added random stuff like tint, ceramic, or even full self-driving. Full self-driving is usually valued about $2,000 to $3,000 in the used market. It's definitely not valued at $15,000, and so that is my strategy on how to get a used vehicle at a decent deal. But let me know what your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking. If your strategy differs a little bit from that, typically we spend most of our time looking at new Teslas, but you could certainly get a used Tesla deal as well. But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link. Support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Johnny5, thanks for coming in. Thanks for supporting. Literally 0 Model 3s around me in a 300-mile radius. Yeah, it does feel like Tesla